everyone, welcome back to the channel, and I got some music news for you guys. I know this is a couple weeks later as far as the music news goes, if you guys haven't heard already, but I'm going to go ahead and put it out here. And this kind of piggybacks on the video that I just made talking about all the political stuff that's going on in the world. So two things that happened that I actually follow that matters to me was one, Bella Perron from the band Plush, the lead guitar from the band Plush, she has left the band. She put out a statement. You guys can go on her Instagram and read it. I'm not going to put it up here. And basically she said they did their new release that they did was an AI generated album cover, and she doesn't support the AI stuff. And she said that if she'd have known they were going to use AI generated instead of an actual illustrator to do it, she wouldn't have signed her name onto it. And she said there was other reasons that she's been thinking about for a while because the band's beliefs don't align with her beliefs and stuff that's going on, that she had to just step away from the band and stuff. And that's kind of sad to see because they're a really good band. I really liked Bella. She was a good fit for that band and stuff, and I think she's an amazing guitar player. I wish her well. But the fact that it seems like there's not only the AI situation, because all the AI that's going on in the music industry caused her to leave, but there's some political stuff going on there because I guess the song was co-written or co-done with David Draymond from Disturbed, and you guys know he's a staunch supporter of Israel, and I think that may have had something to do with it as well. I'm not sure because she didn't say anything like that. You can go read her statement, but it seems like there's a little bit of political stuff that's going on there as well. But the AI thing I agree with, because we should be supporting actual artists, and as an artist myself that actually does artwork as well as plays music and stuff, I would rather have a real illustrator do my stuff than just an AI program that's going to print it off. And it's created a big stir. You can go on the Plush website and read what's going on there. There's a big shit can of worms that's opened up over this, and you guys can check it out, and you can read Bella's statement, and then you read what the Plush band's saying and everything. It's kind of a mess though, because I thought those girls were really tight. It's sad to see that happen. That's the second member that they have lost because they lost their drummer, their original drummer. God, I can't remember her name right off the hand, so anybody can remember, put it down there. She's an amazing drummer, though, and she's still doing stuff. But she left early on in the band's career and never heard anything about why she left. And now Bella's left, too. So that's not a good thing with a young band that's losing members in the first few years that they're starting. Not sure what's going on there. I'd love to hear if anybody else knows any more information about that. But moving on from that, Jen Majura has put out a statement. She put it on her Instagram and stuff. And I really like Jen. I followed Jen for a long time, even before she was playing with Evanescence and stuff, and that whole thing that went on and stuff. But Jen has put out a statement and said that she's basically done with the music industry. She said she's still going to be teaching her school over in Germany. She still may show up and pop on stage as a guest artist with some friends that are playing and stuff, but she's done with touring and doing all that stuff, and she's going to start doing some other things that she wants to do with her life, because talking about how AI is taking over and how the music industry has changed so much, and so many things have changed in our culture recently with things, and it's been drastic changes, that she's just decided to step away from the music industry, which God love her for it. She's a great guitar player. I hope we still see her from time to time, which she says we will and stuff, but more power to her speeding forward and all the stuff that she wants to do. I think I've never met her personally, but everything I've seen with her and stuff, she just seems to be an upbeat, fun person to be around. And if I ever do get to meet her one day, I'll let you guys know what that's like, because I'd love to meet Jen. I think she's super cool. She always seems very down to earth. Seems to have some pretty good friends around her and stuff, and she seems to always be like a fun person to be around. So I wish both of those guitar players very well. It's sad to see both of them kind of going away from things. I guess Bella has she teaches guitar as well, and I have a feeling she's going to show up playing with somebody else down the road. But it's just sad to see that both of those guitar players who are really at the top of their game and stuff, kind of walking away from some pretty big things in their lives. And that just tells you something about what's going on in the music industry, too. The music industry is changing. If you guys aren't paying attention, AI is going to take it over. AI's taking it over. It's just totally taking it over. If you guys aren't paying attention to the AI stuff, I mean, it's just madness. I've got a father-in-law that knows nothing about music, doesn't play music, doesn't know anything about music, and he literally has an AI program writing music for him every day, and he's making all kinds of money on YouTube and other platforms just posting AI music. and I'm not making squat compared to what he's doing. But I won't do that. But the problem is that the AI is flooding everything and flooding every industry. If you don't think that the music and record executives are going to cut out the musicians altogether because they can just use AI, you are sadly mistaken. Because if they can cut you out of the picture and collect all the money and not have to deal with artists and their issues and stuff, they're going to do it. So things are going to be changing faster than we can keep up with. And I think within the next probably 5 years, you're not going to see an actual real person standing on the stage. That's what I'm going to say. I said within the next 5 years, you're probably going to be watching a hologram on stage instead of an actual live person playing at a show. And you're going to be watching basically a video. I think within the next 5 years, that's what's going to happen. It's probably going to happen quicker, but I'm saying within the next 5 years. So we're going to go back and look at this video and see if I was right or not 5 years from now and see if I called or not. But I'm saying within the next 5 years, you're not going to have live bands on stage anymore. As much as that, a lot of us like it, it's just going to take over because that whole AI thing is taking over everything, and nobody's pumping the brakes. It's one of those things that even though we can do it, we probably shouldn't do it, and that's a whole other video. We won't get into it. But that's a little bit of music news I got for you guys because that kind of pertains to me. They're two guitar players that I followed for a while. And it's sad to see that's going. It's always sad to see when an original member of a band leaves the band and they have to replace them, and then you're always wondering where they're going to go. You know, I wish both of them well, like I said. But you guys, tell me what your thoughts about that are on it, if you guys have seen that already. And that's all I got for you guys. So, I'd like to hear your thoughts, what you guys think about that happening, and we'll see you guys on the next video.